Hello, and welcome to Autism Network Scotland's new vlog, In Conversation With. This afternoon, we're having a conversation with John McCullagh, who is the project lead for the Autism Aware campaign in Glasgow City Centre. I was hoping that you'd be able to tell me a wee bit more about your role and exactly what it is that you do.
Hello, my name is John McCullagh. I am an employee for Glasgow City Council, DRS City Centre Regeneration Team. So I am currently the project lead for Autism Aware Glasgow. I've just recently taken over as a project lead from January this year. So I've not been leading on the project too long, but I've been involved previously. I was shadowing my colleague Dana, and I've been involved in the project for roughly about 2 years, so I know quite a lot about it, and it's one of my favourite projects to be involved in. It's good to actually make a difference to people's lives in Glasgow, so I really enjoy it.
That's excellent. So we'll just launch away in then. So what exactly is the Autism Aware campaign in Glasgow?
So the Autism Aware Glasgow initiative is a project currently being undertaken by my team, DRS City Centre Regeneration. The initiative originally set out to improve accessibility in the city centre for autistic individuals and families affected by autism. Since then, Autism Aware Glasgow has expanded to become much more than that. Whilst we look to improve accessibility in the city centre through the creation of things such as quiet spaces, quiet hours, we also supply free autism aware training, which educates staff from Glasgow businesses on how best to engage with someone with autism if they're becoming a bit overwhelmed with their environment. So furthermore, another bit we do is we try and have our autism aware presence at big events in Glasgow now. So for instance, we had an autism aware presence at the 2018 European Championships, which was really successful. We have quiet spaces and quiet hours at the Glasgow Christmas markets at St Enoch Square and George Square. Hopefully that won't be going ahead this year due to COVID, but after that, that'll be continue as normal. And we also were in discussions with the Euro 2020 team about having an autism aware presence in Glasgow for Euro 2020 Championships that was supposed to be this summer, but is now getting moved to next summer. So it's just to try and, with things like that, we want to try and improve the lives for autistic individuals where they can actually enjoy these big events as much as the rest of everyone else. So things like small differences we can make, like quiet spaces and quiet hours, make a big difference. And we have like sensory toys and things like that. So in addition to that, we're currently in talks with any future employment opportunities we can provide autistic individuals in Glasgow. So it's pretty good. I had a discussion with them last week, and they are very keen to be involved with Autism Aware Glasgow project. So I think going forward, that's going to be the next logical step, because it makes the real way we can actually improve autistic individuals' lives is by getting them into employment, because that's the real stumbling block for me, which you'll know for yourselves, autistic individuals are really, really bright people, but yet they're so, in terms of employment, not underrepresented compared to most other disability groups. So I think that's what we have to try and rectify, and that's what we'll do next.
That's ideal. So can you tell me a bit more about how the initiative started? Sort of what was the sort of legislative or council planning background to the strategy?
Of course. So in 2017, the Glasgow Strategic Plan for 2017 to 2022 was published. Within this document, it was identified that we need to create a more inclusive society for everyone in Glasgow. So that document, paired with the City Centre Strategy document 2014-2019, also recognised the need to improve inclusivity within Glasgow City Centre. But as you both know, it's not just a city centre project now, it's now citywide. So we have our businesses out with the city centre now involved in the project, which is good. That just shows how successful it's been in the few years that it's been running. In addition to that, the new local administration for Glasgow also identified the need for more inclusivity within Glasgow. So they've been very big on improving inclusiveness, and we took that as we can do Autism Aware from that, and we've just kind of cracked on with it from then. So the arising from these, the initiative was created in 2018, and the initial aim of the initiative was to improve accessibility for people and families living with autism. But since it's expanded and grown, we're now trying to look at employability.
That's ideal. So how did the autistic community help in and contribute to the planning of the initiative, and what sort of advantages did this insight give the council in the formulation of the plan?
So during the consultation period, Glasgow City Council asked for individuals and families living with autism to contribute to the consultation. As the proposal was to help improve accessibility for those who actually have autism and live with autism, we felt it was imperative that they were involved in the process, as they know more than anyone else what changes we need to make to improve their visit to the City Centre. So following from that, the responses formed the outline of the proposed initiative. We continue to work with autistic organisations and individuals to this day. For example, we work with Autism Network Scotland, and they provide their expertise in the field and continue to do so, and they're a really great help. Their expertise let us know where we can improve and how we should do things differently if we need to. Additionally, we actually put on training sessions, which are run by Tanya Tennant, who is autistic herself. So even in terms of the subgroups that we actually do from this initiative, autistic people are still involved in every aspect of the initiative, which is really good.
That's excellent. So how did the council go about, or how did your team go about achieving buy-in from local businesses and local organisations to sort of promote and take part in the strategy?
So we just kind of contacted local businesses, and they've been on board since the inception. So we now have 21 businesses working in partnership with us, from Enoch Centre, Began Galleries, the GFT and the Riverside Museum, and a variety of others. To get them on board, we just basically outlined the benefits this would bring their business. So we'd say, it looked good for you, and it's free, we provide all the materials for you. In addition to that, a lot of them acknowledged that they were thinking about implementing similar measures themselves anyway, so they were kind of going towards that trend, which helped massively. Of course, we only have 21 partners, and there's so many businesses in the city centre, but hopefully within time will be the new normal. A lot of places in the city centre have quiet hours and quiet spaces and things like that. And additionally, prior to the ongoing pandemic, we usually had a 6-monthly review that would allow local businesses to get involved in the initiative. So this would allow them to have their input, providing us with ways that they thought we could improve the initiative going forward and what would work better for them going forward as well.
That's excellent. And sort of just finally, what has the response from the local community been like? Has it been very positive, or?
Yeah, it has responded really well to the initiative. In particular, I think the public are really, they really like the idea of having a presence at big city events, because this portrays the city in a good light. You know, it shows us that we're a forward-looking, progressive city, and a lot of our cities don't do similar things in terms of big events. I think Glasgow have been one of the first to actually have Autism Aware presence within big events, so I think that comes across really well. But I think it's important to note we can always improve. So we have to. Another thing that the employers told us we have to improve employability, and a lot of people I have spoken to from the public local community have mentioned employability also. So that's why we're trying to look at increasing employability opportunities for autistic individuals, because logically we think that's just the next step, and that's the real way it's going to improve individuals' lives.
That's excellent. Thanks very much for that. Is there anything else you'd like to add, or?
No, that's pretty much me. I think I've covered everything, hopefully.
Okay, well, that's been wonderful to talk to you. Thanks
for your
very
time.
much. Thanks.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure.
Bye just now. Bye. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this vlog. If you wish further information about the Autism Aware Glasgow project or want to know how to get involved, please feel free to contact John directly at his email on screen or check out their website.